Well, here I am, local to Tamworth, just a small jaunt. I'm on my disability scooter, but neither here or there. So if you just see something like that sticking out like a basket, don't worry about it. Okay, this is Hodge's Lane Nature Reserve in Amington, Tamworth. This is only where I live. Quite a nice little secluded area. I'll take you on a little trip through there. The reason I'm doing this is because beyond the tree line, which isn't very far, is a golf course, and of course the golf course is going to be no more because the council in their infinite wisdom just screwed up big time, and so it's going to be sold and 1,100 houses and a small school built on that. So although the nature reserve will still be here and they might give it an extra little bit of land, I think it's going to change dramatically. But here we go. I will go down this little lane and I'll take you into the nature reserve, and I'll catch you all in a bit. Cheers. Just to carry on, I've just come down the path, and this is the other end of the nature reserve, and it's backed onto a canal. Just in case I do have some American people who follow my site. This is the canal that goes through Tamworth, and I don't know where it goes to, it goes everywhere. And there you go, that's the path to the nature reserve. And then swing it back up to the other end. So I'll just drop myself into the nature reserve. I do walk this route. I can walk about this far, take it easy type basically things. It all depends how my arthritis and my back plays up, but generally speaking it's not been too bad today. Take my painkillers and my tablets, but I thought I'd come on my scooter just in case I come across a bit of wood for my wood burner. I don't cut trees down, but if there's a few broken stuff, they have people come here every month or something just to tidy up, and usually stack a bit of wood here, there and everywhere, so if there is a few bits I usually pick them up. But anyway, cheers folks. Right, and here we are into the nature reserve. I've just come through the gate, and it's one of those gates that you swing open, come into the little area and come out, so I can get my scooter in here, and I do come in here with my scooter sometimes, and I just have a little walk about. There used to be various bits and pieces fitted in here. I don't know whether you can still see a bit of a box here. They sometimes put boxes up for the birds. It's basically left to sort of do its own thing. I think they just pick and tidy up here a few trees. The foliage tends to stop on the ground, lots of nettles, but the paths are manageable in places on my scooter, and I of course can do a little bit of walking, so I just tend to do that. And since it's a nice sunny day, even though it is October 17th I think, it's Saturday anyway, I can see a squirrel in the distance. I won't be able to zoom on that because I think he just spotted me and run off, but he was in the trees a minute ago. Don't like squirrels, the tree rats anyway, and I won't discuss those anymore. But generally speaking, peace all, catch you in a bit. There's a very low water table. That log over there and the little landing strip is usually up to the water level. Everything's been quite dry. You can see the leaves blowing in now and falling off the trees quite rapidly. I've just seen another couple of squirrels. Make some mighty fine eating, but I won't discuss that too much. Well, the back legs, there's nothing much on them. Anyway, they say there's one or two bits in this pond wildlife, but my honest opinion, there's not a fat lot in here. They say there's frogs, newts, etc. I know there's a few moorhens, a few ducks knocking around. Not at the moment in this thing. I haven't seen any frogs or If I have, I've only seen a bit of frog spawn at the start of the year, and there's no foliage. The ducks eat most of that. The moorhens have probably buggered off somewhere. There's little tip taps of the trees. There's quite a few oaks in here. I don't know about what sort of oaks they are. I think they're native to this country. There's quite a few foreign trees, but this is the area. I can get further on my scooter down this little dip here, so I'll have a little look for you. Catch you in a bit. And there you have it. There's my scooter. Not quite off-road, it's only single wheel drive, but it gets me about. I've just walked into the little dip here. Quite a nice area. This is sometimes, you know, a little bit of water in there in the periods of spring and stuff. That's quite a nice area. It used to be a bit of a tip at one time, early 1900s, but it does hold a little bit of water, and this is backing onto the golf course. So, and oops, around the tree. As you can see, there's quite a little bit of timber here, and this used to be, you know, covered in water. I don't know if you can see that. Bit of birch, and over there is another section which is quite a steep gradient. Houses back onto this actually. Where we can see round, and there's one in between there. Quite an exclusive area. The houses, you know, quite expensive. £500,000. So yeah, there is quite a bit of natural wildlife here. But this is the one side which is separated to the path. I'll try and get the other side as well. And there's a bit more water on the other side because there's a little brook or stream which flows into that, and so there's a little bit more water. But generally speaking, I can't see many nest boxes. There used to be quite a few, but I can't seem to find any. So I have no idea. No idea at all. But anyway, cheers all. Right, says it all. Little boat chugging through for you. Hope you like that, and there's a train going through in the distance. Cheers all. Right, this is another entrance, or this is by the road actually, from Hodge. This is Hodge Lane Local Nature Reserve. If you want to read this, just pause it. Well, pipistrelle bats maybe, I'm not too sure about that. But this is a bit more of an area where you can see it isn't a very big area. Although I do believe, like I've repeated myself, is that if and when they extend this, it'll only be another few bits of acre, an acre and or something, I don't know, onto the golf course area, but it's still up and down, we don't know what's going on. But I'll take you around the other part of the nature reserve in just a second. Cheers. Right, another tour out. Oops, a daisy. And another first for the video making. Yes, it is going to be shaky because yes, I'm one-handed. Yes, I'm going to go the track. Just get a real feel for this, aren't you? And there we go, and that's the entrance. I've got to get out of. And yes. Okie dokie folks. and bingo. And here we are on to Chandler's Drive. Once again, bit of wind, quite an exclusive area, and there you go. I did try to email them once many moons ago, but I didn't get any response, but that's because I probably live the wrong side of the road, if you get what I mean. Cheers all.